Ready, break.
It's the mic. 58's the mic.
Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Bravo.
Field, D.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Check Greystone, travel. Go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Hey. High 7.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic.
6-6, bullet high. Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Hey, turn it
Smooth.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Now Joe Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Ready, 18, Gator.
Mike, 58, right there.
In your face.
Hey, Charlie.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Lee Griffin.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready, 10, Lobo. You ain't going. Squeeze. 25, check 25.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Wait. I got you.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rotate, lucky, go. Check 4.
Chubb. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A toss play to Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check 31, check 31. Hut, go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3, go.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2 yards on the pickup.
Check.
You're out.
At their 49-yard line.
We got double up.
Now a give right side. Bernard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Now watch run.
Now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And the Bengals first down.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Zoo.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Hey, let's hustle. You can go full strike.
On the draw. Here's Bernard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Squeeze, double.
Hey!
Banjo.
Hey, Haywood!
58's the mic.
Shoot!
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Set up. 70, Indy.
Here we go.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, 58
H3, 218, Chopper.
Watch the screen.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You think you're going to get this?
A run for Nick Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
That's it. That's it. Big
No
hit.
gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard
Switch
line.
it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Yo, stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding Green complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On 2nd down, Bernard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Now.
Take it, take it. Hey, 58 is
Hey, wahoo.
Gut.
Big Ripper.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second and 2. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Hatch it.
36. Look at me. Dog. Shift. Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the screen, Bernard. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. At scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Anderson. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, exit.
Heavy, what you got?
Recon, 132 fighter.
Heavy, give me some. Give me some.
Say go.
2nd and 5. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Cincinnati.
Set 18 Gator. Hey, Delta.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. All day.
Down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready, set.
B.J.
Go,
Goodson.
go.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Airing one out for Boyd. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Chubb. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Taywan Taylor. Incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. 6.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now back to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
I'm going to hit you all
Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Hey, high 7.
First down, Bengals.
Check. Greystone, travel.
Check.
Go.
A draw play. Bernard.
Touchdown, baby. You ain't got the key to this one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Spill.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Kill. Hey, switch gears.
Get it.
On the carry, it's Bud.
He's coming, double up.
Watch the safety.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
That's it, baby.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
6'6", bullet high, smoke.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Back to throw now on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll set up to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
One set, eyes up, one set.
2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Bengals 24, Browns 7.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's a foot race. The 40. 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Touchdown, baby, yeah.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run. Chubb. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here, and defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Shift. Kill.
Hey, Charlie.
Showing A.
Big rip.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky.
Leo.
Here's Bernard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
59. Not here. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Bang.
Hey, Sam on.
Check. Jam him. Jam.
Look, squeeze. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
59's Mike. Check. 59. Danny. Six guy. Check six guy.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That's good for a Browns.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the carry, it's Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
60 yards.
Logan Ryan on the tackle.
Keep playing hard,
It's a gain
fellas,
of 5.
all
Brings
day.
up second and 5. At the 47-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
Comes the boom.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
51 to Mike. Wow.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. Running for it. Here's Chubb, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
60 yards.
58 to Mike. Watch twist.
Let go.
On first down, Bernard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Okay,
A
break.
loss of a yard there to
58,
start
Mike.
out. That leads to a
64,
second and 11.
At all costs. 49, check 49, check 49.
Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
That's what we do. Other way, let's go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Roger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Let's go.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland,